Ladies and gentlemen, it's season 2 of Saturday Ike Live with your host, Ike Palmer. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's Saturday, it's Ike, and it's live, motherfuckers. What can I say? We're back after a week of being absent, and I apologize for that, but homie was sick, and look, I don't want to be going through episode 20, the Big episode, ladies and gentlemen. We've been doing Saturday Ike Live for 20 episodes. Can you fucking believe that? I can't believe I've been this consistent with it. I say that as I was just talking about missing last week, but look, there was a reason. There was a reason. I had the illness. Not the illness, not the one that everybody talks about, but it was an illness which made me cough. Yo, what's up, chat? Welcome, Nepo, Eloise, Baphomet, Wazza, and Jimmy Bennett. Ladies and gentlemen, what did you think? What did you think of the intro, huh? Huh? Me and Jimmy, we went around town. We got some footage. I think it looked pretty good. I think it looked pretty snazzy, if I do say so myself. But yeah, big ups to Jimmy Bennett, ladies and gentlemen. He's the mastermind. He's the big brain behind all of it. He's the higher ups. When producer Jeffrey and I talk about the higher ups, that's Jimmy. That's Jimmy Bennett right there. He's the boss. Thank you very much, Nepo. I appreciate that. But yeah, thank you very much. Look, I tell you what, it's been a grind. We got to 20 episodes, and look, we've had some ups, we've had some downs, but we're officially at season 2 of Saturday Ike Live. We started off the first ever episode. I'm not sure if you guys have been around since episode 1, but the first ever episode was pretty fucking schizo. Some motherfucker came into my chat and was like, have you heard of the Andy Dick situation? That motherfucker was kidnapped. Damn. But today, man, this is gonna be a schizo one. This is gonna be a sus one. It's pretty crazy. The topics, they just seem to derail further and further. The week I'm away, the week I get sick, is the week all the schizo shit seems to happen. I don't understand why. Yo, Nepo, welcome. Hell yeah.
$3.33. Love you, Ike Palmer. Less than 3, episode 20.
Love you too, bro. Love you too. Less than 3. Now this isn't Ray William Johnson's equals 3. This is less than 3. Hell yeah. Should we jump right into the dockets, or are we chilling at the moment? I think we're chilling at the moment. I think that's the vibe right now. I'm reading the room. I'm feeling it. I think that's what we're doing. But yeah, I think, look, it's crazy. Because, like, Twitch has seemed to have fucking imploded with everything that's going on recently. And it's just concurrent. There's like 4 or 5 different things that have happened all at once in the span of the last week. And things just keep happening. More and more information keeps coming out that just confirms my thought process that if you're not an elite YouTube streamer and you stream over on Twitch, it puts holes in your brain. Like, it makes Swiss cheese out of your brain. It rots it out of your ears. You start leaking brain matter out of your fucking ears. Because, like, look, I've been watching some clips, alright? In preparation for this episode 20, the grandiose episode. And goddamn, the amount of dead air that is on those fucking streams, it's incredible. It's like 45 solid seconds where they're sitting there in silence. How do they get 10,000 concurrent viewers if they're not entertaining? Now, I've said this previously, but sure, you may stream for 30 hours concurrently. You may stream do a subathon for fucking, I don't know, 30 days straight. But that doesn't mean all of it is good content. It means maybe out of those 30 hours, maybe out of those 30 days, you would have 3 or 4 hours of decent content. Decent, not even good. Decent. But they just keep going. It's like, look, you're just sitting there in silence. You've gone up to get your boba tea. You've gone up to get your Subway salad, dude. You're not even actively reacting to the content that you're watching. You're not even watching it. Your chair's doing your fucking job for you. How is that content? I don't know, man. Just, look, makes me kind of upset when motherfuckers be motherfucking like that. It's just crazy. It's just crazy, man. I love me some boba tea. I love boba. A wild Jeffrey is coming. Oh, yes, actually, that's something I wanted to talk about as well. We got look, not last week, the week before last episode, there was some sus allegations that were pressed against Jeffrey by a member of the Discord server. Now, if I am correct in this train of thought, producer Jeffrey is going to get on the stream and defend himself. Clear his name. Clear the air, if you will. Ape loves balls in his mouth. Ball tea. Yeah, look, see, personally, I don't understand the hype. I don't get it. Maybe I just don't like tea. You know what? That makes a lot of sense. I'm not a massive fan of tea, personally. But look, I understand. Like, everybody's got their own preferences. Everybody's got their own proclivities of which they enjoy. And you know what? Rock on, brothers and sisters. If you do enjoy it.
Ass up, because it's time to go beast mode.
Hello.
Hello, we've got producer Jeffrey on the air. What's up, man? What's going on?
I'm producer Jeffrey. I'm here to talk about the allegations that have been spread around, the rumors and such.
Would you say they're mistruths? Would you go that far?
Not real at all.
It's all fake news.
No ground on it. Yeah, no ground.
Yeah. So, how are you going to disprove these allegations?
Well, they're baseless. First off,
They're not based. They're not based.
They're not based.
Yeah, for real.
Plus L, plus ratio.
Shit,
Yeah.
he's got a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, seriously. Like, look, if I'd known you were gonna say that, man, I would have prepared myself for it. But damn, like, you coming out left wing with this L plus ratio, man, it's crazy. Crazy.
All I have to say is, I'm producer Jeffrey. I come in here to oversee the operations, the day-to-day, the other producer stuff, and I overlook it whilst the higher ups, you know, Jimmy Bennett barking down at me, you know, yanking my chain all day as I'm trying to get the work done, and then I have little guys, you know, little men. Like him.
Little dudes.
Little fella, you know?
Yeah.
Coming at me, saying I'm gay, I like boys, all the other bullshit that I kind of forgot about that he said, you know? It's just not true. There's no proof, you know?
I'm going to say this right now. There's nothing wrong with it. However...
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
Don't
get me wrong. I love gay people.
Hell yeah.
We're all inclusive. We love everyone in the Ike Palmer sphere.
Hell yeah! On the Ike Palmer channel, we love everyone except for Hitler.
Yeah, no, we don't fuck with him.
Look, I'm not a big fan personally. No.
Yeah, he's he did some uh-ohs. You know, he did a little bit stinky.
He did some whoopsies for real.
I think he did. I think he did more than a little bit. Of a stinky. He did a big monstrosity. You know?
He did a fucking whopper.
He laid that shit down, and it stunk up it stunk up all of Europe. The other places that were involved, you know.
Look, France or something. He did that.
France.
Look.
Yeah, he did that.
Look, that's kind of sus. Are you gonna be sticking around for the dockets? I'd like to hear your opinion on some of these topics.
Yeah, why not? Producer Jeffrey's here. You know, it's a special live stream. It's the 20th episode. It's even got a new intro, which was fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Big props. Big props to both of you. You know, Ike and Jimmy doing a great job.
Thanks, man.
Personally, I love it.
Hell yeah.
That's a real W right there.
I thought it was pretty keno. Look, I got a little story from the intro, actually, right? So, we were filming last night. And we were walking up this road, and this lady's hanging out this doorway, right? She's looking at me. She's like, "Look, man, it's time for a haircut." And I'm like, "What the fuck is going on right now?" We keep walking, and then we get to the crossroad, like just up past it. Jimmy and I look at each other, and we're like, maybe we should go back. Ask her if we can film in there. And he's like, yeah, no balls, you're gonna go and do it. So I was like, fuck, well, I gotta do it now. Like, I got no fucking choice. So we turn around and we hightail it back to that hairdresser, that salon. And, yeah, right at the start there, you see me getting my hair brushed. You see me with the hat off.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff, you know? That's lush here. You got some lush locks, you know?
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
She was talking mad shit about it. I think she just wanted me to get some hair washed. She was a very nice lady. I mean, look, Jimmy's speaking facts.
Exactly. It was a very good intro. I loved it.
Thank you. So, shall we get on with the dockets? Is that what Jimmy Bennett's telling us to do right now? Is that what the higher ups are saying?
He's barking down. Yeah, he's barking down the chain. Yeah, he wants it to get done.
He wants it to be a swift and excellent episode for episode 20. Look, I don't blame him. So do I.
Yeah, exactly. And we will provide that, yeah,
endlessly and happily, because this is what we do.
And if it doesn't happen, I will get sacked. I will get fired. For the last, how many, 5 to 6 episodes, I've been on thin ice. I don't know what I'm doing to be put on thin ice, but the higher ups do not like me. Maybe it's I'm too progressive. Yeah.
This is true.
I'm too progressive. Yeah.
You know, speaking of progressive, actually, Eloise has asked, was she a MILF? No. But if she was, that would have been epic. Whoa, sussy.
I heard that Eloise likes MILFs. Yeah.
Whoa, Dua Lipa MILFs.
Exactly.
Putting her on blast like
Dua
that.
Lipas, the Doja Cats, you know, all those. No, Doja Cat. No.
Doja Cat's alright.
Yeah, she alright.
But speaking of MILFs, hang on, should I stream this in the, like, will this work? Okay, here we go. Hell yeah. So, can you see that in Discord?
Whoa!
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about being progressive. Now, I'm just like teasing chat right now. Real hard. Look, it's really sus. I'm going to say that much. So, should I do it? Should I put it on screen? Or should I just keep edging chat right now?
You could edge them a little bit more. Get them excited.
Look, speaking of MILFs, right? And being progressive, there was a little controversy in Canada. Look, all this shit be going on in Canada. Canadians be crazy as fuck, right? Let's just put that out there, right? But the Canadian School Board is standing behind a trans teacher who sparked up protests after turning up the classes with a clownish, gigantic, prosthetic breast. Does that sound like something chat wants to see? I feel like it is. Fuck it. Put it on the screen. Auga! Humana.
Roll the segment. Roll it.
We're rolling it. Them nips be large though. Look, that's my only comment huge. on this whole kerfuffle. Them nips.
You could honestly, you could even cover them or censor them with your face. Just put 2 little Ike Palmers.
Hang on. How do I look?
Oh no, that is crazy.
Like, they're big enough for my whole fucking head to cover them. Let's just put it that way, alright?
I have no words.
Look, before we get taken down, I gotta look. Shit, I respect the grind, but fuck. That would hurt your back, wouldn't it? Like, let's talk about practicality here. Like, that would fucking hurt.
My question is, what do each of them weigh? You know,
like individually, or like do you weigh them as like a pair? You know what I mean?
Possibly, but I feel like it'd be more accurate if you weighed one individually because they could be 2 different size. You know?
This is true.
Get into the depth of it.
We need the accurate numbers. We need the statistics.
See, here on Saturday Ike Live, we're all about accuracy and facts
and research.
Exactly. I do so much research. I'm blacklisted from so many social medias and search engines.
Andrew Tate
they
style.
have me on lock. They had me on lock. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Hang on, wait. We gotta.
There we go.
Yeah, I gotta show that on stream.
That's perfect.
That's actually, look. This is exactly what I was looking for.
I think the that method.
Okay. I love that. Shit. Look, episode 20 do be kind of sussy already, and we've just started. But how do you guys think I found out about this topic? Producer Jeffrey coming in clutch with the research, you know, like.
I'm the master of research. I do research. It's a part of my job as producer, you know.
Look, you bait those topics. You're the master baiter of topics on Saturday Night Live and head researcher.
Yeah. That's what I do. It's what I do. I'm good at it as well. Yeah?
Look, I tell you what. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be showing awoogas on stream. Shit, we might even be monetized, but look, I wouldn't even go that far. Whoa. Big gasp. Big gasp.
Yeah.
Cartoonish
All
style.
right, what's on the agenda? What's next on the what's the next docket?
Can you see right now? Can you see on Discord?
I can see.
All right,
I can see.
Ladies and gentlemen, Slicker, it's Slicker on Twitch, a Twitch streamer, has gone around asking viewers, fellow famous streamers. Now, I say fellow famous streamers, I should probably clarify. This guy is not all that big. Look, he's bigger than me, but that's not hard to do. He has been asking people for money. Why has he been asking people for money? Well, he'll tell them. Can I ask for a favor? Depends. Pepe face. Doesn't matter. No. What's wrong? Another Pepe face. I'm embarrassed, dude. I've asked so many people that my bank got locked. Being here, and no one's willing to help. Only way to get unlocked is to call, and I can't call as my phone is locked, and it costs a lot. I'm so pissed. I can only use PayPal, and I don't know. I felt so embarrassed in asking. I'm not hacked, lol. You can even call me. Wait, so this person can call Slicker, but Slicker can't call the bank because the phone's locked. But how are you calling if the phone's locked?
Exactly.
There's some discrepancies in the tax filings. We're gonna have to come back to that one. What do you need? Are you still a nah? Yeah, that's the shit thing. Fucking thing pissing me off. I just want to pay my flight back home, and I got you back once I'm there. I'm sorry, this sounds sketchy. LaMayo, it's okay. You can always call me, but I'll figure it out. Ladies and gentlemen, he did not need the money for a flight home. Can you guess, Producer Jeffrey, what he needed the money for?
I have a slight, actually not a slight. I have a major idea what that money could be used for. And what its intended purpose is for. And that is gambling.
Oh yeah, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Producer Jeffrey's right on the money. Look, the exact same motherfucking shit he's trying to pull on someone else on Discord. Why are all the scams on Discord? And why do people fall for them? Look, he basically just blurts out all this shit, which is the same shit as before. It may seem like a one-sided conversation, however, they had to delete all of their logs for some reason. Look, that seems kind of sus to me, but that's not what we're talking about right now. You able to do Bitcoin, King? Now that's a sus sentence in and of itself. But yeah, PayPal are fine. So somebody got swindled. Somebody got fucking swindled. But then they respond, yo, Slicker, you good to get me back? Had to delete my messages on Discord. What's your PayPal? Sends the PayPal. You've sent 1,128. Oh, okay, look. He gets you back. It's fine. You can give him a little bit of money, but he'll get you back. He's a good guy. He stands by his word. Thanks, bro. Appreciate you getting me back. Nah, I appreciate you, King. How's the contest thing? Not sure what happened, but whenever you can look into it, I'd appreciate it. No rush on paying me back, but I'd appreciate it a lot, man. What the fuck? Shit got taken out of my bank. Looks like the payment got cancelled, so I don't have it. Can you check with PayPal? Because it's not in my bank. I messaged. He did not message, ladies and gentlemen. And this has happened so many times. One moment, please. That he's accumulated himself $300,000 in debt to viewers, fellow streamers, and friends and family. That's impressive. How do you, like... That must be a crippling addiction if you're spending $300,000 on fucking horse racing and tennis bets.
That is insane.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy. $300,000.
Just
from all different people.
Down the fucking
insane.
toilet. It's gone forever.
Yeah.
They're not seeing it ever again. But what's interesting to me, right, is the fact that you would see those messages and just think, man, this is kind of sus. Like, sure, he's not hacked, but does he owe money to the mob or something? Like, is his life in danger? Is that what he's trying to tell me? Like, shit, I don't know, man. That's what you would think, right? Like, you need a K.
Maybe he deliberately befriended, like, just genuinely nice people. And he's used, like, some sort of manipulation on them just to, you know, get money out of them.
He was playing the long game. He was fucking gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss all over these motherfuckers out of $300,000.
Yeah.
Look, I gotta say, though, like, that's impressive. How many times do you think he'd have to... Like, let's do the math, right? He's asking for 1K, and I assume that's probably the minimum he's asking for. So he'd need to do that 300 times? No.
No. Either it's 300, it could be over 300, you never know. Or it could be, like, 2.
Yeah.
Like 2 people. Like, he's
going back to the same person.
Yeah.
Shit, that would suck. That would be so bad.
Wouldn't you think after a while, if he did come back to you and he just keeps asking money, you would, like, at least want to, like, look into it deeper, into why he's asking for so much money and stuff like that.
Yeah, and not only that, but he's, like, he does the gambling on his streams. So you think people would be savvy enough to go and be like, oh, my friend Slicker, the internet content creator, I'm gonna go watch his stream, and he's using your $1,000 to bet when he says that he's in fucking Nashville or wherever still, NA, wherever the fuck that is, and he needs to buy a flight home, but he's at home live streaming, gambling your money. I didn't know
that. I didn't know that part. That's like the most blatant way to, like, show off that you're spending borrowed money from someone else just to gamble, and with the high probability that it's never coming back.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's like, it's almost worse than Ty Lopez. Like, here in my garage, it's someone else's Lamborghini, someone else's garage, someone else's books. This is him being like, I'm flexing my money, betting on tennis, but it's not my money.
Yeah. It's strange to me. It's strange. It's very strange to me, to be honest.
It is very strange. So this is his Twitch, right? And if you see here, showing my max skills in tens, he looks like he's about to do some drifts, or he's about to go schizo, or he has already gone schizo. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think to clear his good name, he needs to make a $1,000 donation to the Ike Palmer livestream fund.
Yeah. Yeah. He does. A nice hefty donation to us, because, you know, we're probably the biggest YouTube channel / stream that's covering this right now.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be able to clear his name, right?
Yeah.
We can, like, vindicate and also make a massive conspiracy and silence everyone who's talking shit about him.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, it's Slicker on his old account. I hope you've been well. I'm just wondering if it was possible to borrow $1,000. I'll pay back with interest if needed. Hell yeah. Do you want it over PayPal, dude? Do you want to add me up on the Discord?
Damn, this could be an investment.
Look, interest if needed. I think this is a loan shark moment, right? This is where we turn their head on the scam, right?
Disclaimer, we do not condone loan sharking. It is very illegal and you could serve a hefty amount of prison time. No one should take the loan sharking comment seriously.
Homie
Wink,
got the
wink,
fucking
wink.
message from the higher ups and instantly had to act. Ooh, that was a close one.
Ooh, yeah, it's getting warm in here. I can tell you that much.
Oh, I feel it. I feel it. It's a little bit sweaty. Anyway, this motherfucker thinks he can get away with it. No, Ike Palmer's here to put you in your place, you bald motherfucker.
Yeah.
So, he's done a couple of streams since. And look, you know how I was saying earlier in the stream, Twitch streamers just like have brains like Swiss cheese. Like there must be nothing in there going on because there's just like constant dead air. Constant fucking dead air. We'll just watch through this and you let me know what you think, alright?
Yeah.
First he starts out with a coke sniff. He's got boogers running. He's starting the waterworks early, ladies and gentlemen. Like, what is this? Why would you start streaming if it's the first, like, minute, 2 minutes is not going to be anything?
I reckon you should do that next stream.
I should just sit there in my chair and do nothing for the first 2 minutes and be like, yeah, this is content. This is how we do it. This is how we make the more billion bucks, Ike Palmer style.
Exactly.
But watch. Once he actually starts talking, man, I thought he was, like, it was annoying the fact he wasn't talking. Just wait till he says something. We're going to be waiting here a while. Oh, shit, I already have it on Adderall mode, too. That's fucked up. I already got it on fucking 2x speed. So
you can tell he's been crying, too, because his eyes look normal, as if he just faked crying.
Yeah, exactly. This is real. This is
I'm not a
legit.
victim. I'm not a victim. Man, wallah, I never knew this thing was gonna come, bro.
He knew. He knew Ike Palmer would be after him. He could sense it.
We're a big force, you know?
Dude,
Wallah, I
we're a
don't know what
force to be reckoned with. Asmund Gold was
Exactly.
live talking about it and calling him on Discord when the shitstorm was going on, and it provoked him to do this stream. So we
See,
got
boys,
some
wallah, I don't know what to
context.
say.
I like the eyebrow slits though. Very nice,
It's
dude.
time for the truth. It was the hardest thing.
Why does he
I'm
sound
sorry,
like
bro,
he's
this
like
is not mine.
shitsing?
Do
He's like
apologize.
trying to force it at this point.
Yeah, he's browning on the fucking stream, dude. Look, pro tip, if you want to look like you've been crying on stream, just smoke a fuck ton of weed before you go live. We don't condone illegal, illicit drug using
We don't.
activity here on the Ike Palmer channel. However, pro tips. There you go. My favorite
Exactly.
part of the donation message is definitely worth reading. Look, because this is so hard to get through, I hope chat doesn't mind, but I'm going to put this on Adderall mode because, like, I don't know if I got, like, attention deficit things, but this is boring as fuck. He's just, like, wailing around egg style, you know? Like, what's going on here? Him and his Turtle Beaches, dude.
Wallah, I hate drama. Wallah, I hate, but I got this onto myself. So,
Fam, if it was me, I would be sight.
I keep focusing on
though.
his cool eyebrow.
crazy, man.
Yeah, he's
I
got a
can't.
little, he's got a
Yeah,
kaleidoscopic
streamer.
eyebrow.
Well, I'd never deserve
He's got a cool
this.
haircut on his eyebrow.
I never deserve
Because
this.
he's got no fucking hair to cut.
I don't deserve this, and I will come
You're right,
out
dude.
saying,
You don't deserve this.
I will
Why is it
come
so
out saying
quiet?
that I didn't know what to do. I lied to many people. I lied to so many individuals out there.
That's embarrassing, dude.
So if you haven't heard, I borrowed money off people.
It's a real
Whoa.
L plus ratio moment.
Whoa.
This
Whoa. Okay, hang on. You can't see the text to this, and I'm very glad you can't. But I think it was a hard R, dude.
Oh my gosh.
It started.
Oh my god.
To the people that are watching,
You can suck some
I know
PP.
I'm
I'll send you
gonna
$100.
never
They're
give
just
cash for
shitting on him,
forgiveness.
dude.
I think at this point there's no going back for him. He's already dug his grave.
Yeah,
All I
for
need to say-
real. Like, this is. See, people thought the YouTube apologies were bad. This is fucking. This is horrendous, dude.
Yeah. And this is live too, so he can't mess up or else.
Yeah, and look, he already has. This is 4 minutes in, and he said nothing. He's literally said nothing.
There's
The
no
first-
substance.
Yeah, the first 2 minutes were him fucking moving his big fat egg around, doing nothing. Look. Say what you want about this motherfucker. He may be stupid, which he definitely is, but I will give him this. He's got a nice beard. He's a
He's a bald bitch, but he has a nice beard.
Yeah, he's like Keemstar, but like shit.
Exactly. All he's got going for him is his cool eyebrow haircut and his beard.
Yeah, exactly. And his Turtle Beach X12s.
Yeah.
Hang on. I want you guys to see the donations, so I'm just going to move.
It
myself.
started when I worked a long time ago.
When I worked
It's
a
so
long
hard
time
to say
ago.
this. I'm not gonna lie because, so I'm just gonna go with it.
Yeah, go on. Hurry up.
Ever since CS:GO, not to blame, but ever since CS:GO Lounge came out, I was.
Oh my
It was the
gosh.
first time I went on that site, and it was a fun place to be on. You know,
It was fun.
gamble skins and stuff, and
Wait. He gambles CS:GO?
This motherfucker's like... That must
How
be
the fuck
crippling.
is he losing so much money?
No, see, I think it started on CSGO, right? So he started with, like, cases and shit. And then it went to, like, probably, like, CSGO Lotto or something like that. And then I saw a thing on Twitter where they were saying, like, oh, he started betting on horses and tennis and shit like that.
Oh, so he went deeper
Brody
down the
Devlin
rabbit
tipped
hole.
$5. Imbrody
Yo.
Devlin, Imbrody Devlin, Imbrody Devlin, Imbrody
Oh,
Is this
Devlin,
a dox?
Imbrody Devlin,
Is this a
Imbrody
dox dude
Devlin,
live?
Imbrody Devlin, Imbrody Devlin,
Dox?
Imbrody Devlin, Imbrody Devlin,
Yeah.
Imbrody Devlin, Imbrody Devlin,
Man.
Imbrody Devlin, Imbrody Devlin, Imbrody Devlin.
Wait, who docs? Who docs?
Brody got doxed.
Damn, Brody.
Shit. Shit.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's an L.
This is a massive L. Live
It
on
is.
stream, dude. Shit. Oh well. Look, the higher ups are saying just stop the stream, but
Just a quick message. Sorry for your loss and stuff. That's an L. Our deepest condolences, but we've got a show to run. So
yeah, for real. Thank you
it
very
is what it is,
much.
bud.
Look, here we are. Funny Eggman be crying about CSGO Lotto.
wow.
Wow.
Eventually, I found out you could gamble with money.
Wait, hang
I
on.
started.
This motherfucker was gambling on CSGO and then he was like, I realized you could gamble with real money.
That,
Oh my
gambling with money is where it all started.
god. Yeah, like, what the fuck?
What's this guy's
gamble
brain
with
doing?
money,
It's
and,
not really doing a whole lot.
This was even when I started having my first job.
Oh
And
wow.
then,
Is he gonna give us his whole life story in 20 minutes? Dude, I'm putting this on Adderall mode. I can't be fucked with this.
I used to gamble a lot of my money. Basically all my Twitch money. And then even
That's
them times
embarrassing.
I wouldn't even have them. I'd come across streamers and ask them if I could borrow money.
Uh-huh.
And obviously I wouldn't give them the reason, obviously, because it was gambling. I would like to.
Snake, by the
My
way,
initial
I'll
thoughts
be
was,
reclaiming
I
this
will be paying
tip,
them
you
back.
mug.
I do want to say I never intended in scamming anyone. And I will still pay off the people I owe. I don't give a fuck if whether I reach 90. I know
Whoa!
I shouldn't even be saying this to people,
Whoa!
be like,
Some
"You think I'm
sus
gonna
Whoa.
waste
fucking
money?"
donations are coming through.
It was believe in karma. That's all I'm gonna say. Believe in karma. What I did.
Yeah, I do. You're gonna have a career that's non-existent after already being non-existent. Whoa, boo-hoo! Dude, if he needed the money so bad, my first thought is, why didn't he just stream? Why didn't he just do like a fucking subathon? You know what I mean? If his gambling addiction was that bad, this just proves like he's a malicious person. You know what I mean? Like, I understand addiction makes motherfuckers do some crazy shit. However, wouldn't you think that you would go to the most, like, for him, it would be so much easier to just stream and have random people give him money, as opposed to having to emotionally manipulate people on Discord. Maybe he got his rocks off on it. You know what I mean?
He should have just stuck to CS:GO, and if he is, then I don't know what's wrong, because CS:GO is a huge market. He'll get like donations left, right, and center if he just streamed CS:GO. Even no, you can't even gamble on that, but he could find a way to even incorporate that gambling or whatever into his streams. He would make so much money, because there's so many other streamers and YouTubers out there that are already doing that and are just rich and very wealthy off it. I don't know where he went wrong.
But also, you got to think about it like this as well. They're smart with their money. This guy's like, oh yeah, I'm going to spend all my money on CS:GO fucking loot crates, on CS:GO Lotto, dude. They're actively investing their money where he is bald. You know, like,
He's bald.
Yeah.
There we
Trainwrecks
go.
gave him $150,000. What?
Okay, so that solves our question.
Okay, yeah. So it was
Instead of 300, it was 151, because half of it came from one person.
Yeah. Okay. Shit. So many places you can go to get help, get a hobby, do something else, man. Yeah, for real. Like I understand that addiction is bad, right? Don't get me wrong here. I understand that even like gambling, it is an addiction. It's the dopamine release that you keep craving to get the same sort of high each time. However, it just like, I don't know, it's just so ridiculous to me. And he's bald.
It was
Yeah.
horrible. Lying to multiple people.
He is
out
bald.
there.
This is on 1.5 speed and it's still boring as fuck.
How much
People call
left
this
is there?
content. There's look, we're 6-7 minutes in.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
I know. Look, we're just gonna skip through if there's any good parts.
I used to lie to my viewers and say I used to gamble a long time ago. It was a lie. I used to continuously gamble every single time.
Okay, so he's a liar. That's
Like, these
evident.
innocent
That's
viewers
evident.
from streamers, viewers that don't even fucking work, man. Viewers that don't even work. Viewers that would need it because they're going to school and I'm being stupid. It would stack and stack and stack.
Well, at least he's
People outside that
self-aware,
borrow from real
right?
life. And
Yeah.
I've been in situations where I was scared. They pull up.
Also,
like,
I heard that
warn
Trainwrecks
me
and XQC are
and,
paying
put my
back
tires in
everyone
my
who
car.
got scammed.
And these are
Okay, at
friends,
least
and
they're
I
getting
know
their
that
money back.
But also, they're cutting off his slack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, shouldn't he have to pay that back, even if he doesn't have the money?
It's a good thing. There's pros to it, obviously, because the people are getting their money back that
Yeah.
got scammed.
Absolutely.
But then it's stopping him from fixing the problems that he's caused.
Yeah.
So
and
he
not-
no longer has to pay it back.
And not only that, but it will reinforce in his mind saying that if I continue to gamble, if I continue on this path with this addiction, there will be no consequences. There will be no negative sides to it because someone will come and bail me out again.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is just like not a good... Obviously, it's not good that the people got scammed and that like that's fucked. But surely they're just consolidating his debt. Well... You'd think so, but I don't know. I don't know too much about the behind the scenes of this whole situation, but it's kind of just like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they're just like not reinforcing this habit, but like encouraging bad habits, you know? Yeah.
Exactly.
Look, I'm going to tell you what, I'm done with this video. This motherfucker is so boring.
But first, what are the points? What are the main points we've gotten from this video? You know, the main things that we've picked from this video, or from this whole drama, or whatever you want to call it. So what I've come across is he's bald.
Yep. That was
That's
a big one
bad.
for me too. Yeah.
He's a liar. He scams.
Bad.
That's bad. That is very bad.
That's very bad.
I'm conflicted about the cool eyebrow haircut because it's there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's right there.
Look,
I
he's
can't
got
stop looking
some points, like some things in his corner.
Exactly. Also, the bad thing is people are paying his debt, which is kind of enabling him to continue, most likely, and just to give him, it's just not helping. It's kind of enabling everything.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, secondly, a way he could fix this or potentially try to fix this, if instead of like just doing like a 20-minute stream, sobbing and feeling sorry for yourself, he could at least start a streamathon or whatever it's called, and at least donate the money to charity, even if he can't pay like the people back.
Shit. And then like even if his like whole online persona is ruined, he's got that sort of like a positive thing in his corner. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like it kind of builds up his social or like his reputability, so to say.
It could start a redemption arc.
Yeah, exactly. Although, if you're donating to that stream thinking that he's going to give it to charity, you're probably very sorely mistaken, because he's just going to put it back on the horses. Let's be real.
Exactly. That's why I reckon a third party would manage that. Like all the donations, like it's hosted on a different maybe Twitch, and all the donations go to like a public, I don't know, account, and then once it's over, it gets directly donated or whatever to the charity of the viewers. Choice.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea. Like if there was like a third party like Trainwrecks or something, or like XQC even, like instead of them paying his debt for him, they host him to pay off his own debt.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
but then I also think
people,
that,
if you will.
Exactly. But I think also the second addition to it is that there should be people like another third party group that's willing to even help him and overcome his gambling addiction and stuff. Yeah. At least, because there are people out there on the internet that can help you, and even if it, I don't know, isn't like proper professional help, there probably are people that could at least ground you to not make those mistakes again.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
Exactly.
And it's like that's the issue with the online world as well, but like it kind of gets so murky to the point where people don't realize that, sure, like 300,000, they're like, that's just a number. You know what I mean? Like, it's internet drama. It's something that happened on the internet, and it's so far removed from me that I don't have to think about it all too much. But this guy's obviously got a real bad problem.
Exactly.
And so, a $300,000, like, Trainwrecks is out $150,000. You know what I mean? Like, this is actual things that affect actual people. And who are we to sit here and say, man, this guy should get help? Does he want help? I don't know.
It's really up to, I guess, perception, because some points of the videos, he did not look like he cared. But at the same time, he was bringing up some points that were valid. Like, as he said, he was taking money from, students and shit that had been like, that money's probably better off in their pocket. But at the same time, it felt disingenuine.
Like he was saying that because he knew that that's how he would get public opinion back in his favor. Yeah. He's just saying what people want to hear, playing to their little violins, so to speak.
Exactly.
The biggest issue is he won't have a platform anymore to earn money to pay people back. Yeah, that's true, but that's why I was thinking, like, if you had a third party, you know what I mean, like XQC or whatever, like whoever it would be, it doesn't really matter who it is, but they would have enough of an audience to push it forward.
Exactly.
But after this happened, right, Twitch decided no more gambling. This guy scams $300,000 out of people. No, don't remove the streamer. Don't remove the dude who's been scamming his fans, dude. Remove gambling. Which, there are a lot of streamers who make their living off of streaming gambling content. Is that not stupid to remove the content itself as opposed to the person who was actively scamming people?
That could be viewed in two different ways. There are people that are just properly against gambling, and they'll like probably think it's better off. And then the cons are that people have now lost like their income because of one person who just ruined it all.
Yeah.
And now it's gonna make that's an alpha move for Twitch.
Yeah, for real. For real.
That's them putting their foot down and be like, nah, bitch, no more gambling. Now even more people, even more creators of content will be just directing just all that hate towards him now. And he's probably going to have to, you know, sit through that because it was him after all that just fucked a lot of people over. So he's got that now to worry about.
But it was also Pokimane and Miskiff, who we will be talking about a little bit later in the stream, actively talking to Twitch. And I don't know if this is true. This is a big if. But apparently Pokimane has some contacts higher up in Twitch. And she was telling them if you don't remove gambling, then you're fucked.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's pulling the strings. She's got the little puppet strings going on in the background, man.
She's got the higher ups around her finger.
Yeah, for real, just like me.
That's crazy.
Just like me, for real.
That's crazy.
Anyway, I wanted to read this out because this is just like the most corporate thing ever. Man, I miss Justin TV, for real. Gambling content on Twitch has been a big topic of discussion in the community. There's also been something else as a topic of discussion, and I got a big conspiracy I want to bring up as well, by the way, after this. And something we've been actively reviewing since our last policy update in this area. Today, we want to update you on our plans. While we prohibit sharing links or referral codes to all sites that include slots, roulette, or dice games, we've seen some people circumvent those rules and expose our community to potential harm. So we'll be making a policy update on October 18th to prohibit streaming of gambling sites that include slots, roulette, or dice games that aren't licensed, either in the US or other jurisdictions, that provide sufficient consumer protection. These sites will include stake.com, rollbit, duelbits, and roulette.com. However, we may identify others as we move forward. We will continue to allow websites that focus on sports betting, fantasy sports, and poker. We'll share specifics on the updates to our gambling policy soon, including the full policy language to make sure everyone is clear on our new rules before they take effect on October 18th, which I think that's fair. They're not like completely getting rid of gambling. I feel like that's a little bit of a too broad of a statement. You know what I mean? Like you can't just say they're getting rid of gambling completely. They're getting rid of, for example, roulette. I feel like that's not a terrible thing to be banning, just because for the pure fact of it is offshore, like it is overseas, like company, and the odds of being scammed out of your money is very high, and being locked out of your money. I'm not a fan of gambling streams, to be honest. Getting more people onto online slots can't be good for people in general. That's not necessarily a bad take. However, I don't like the idea of, like, there's this argument going around on Twitter, and Pokimane's been pushing it particularly hard, that if you're gambling on Twitch stream, right, and you have an audience of, say, an average of 13 to 14-year-old viewers, you are actively encouraging them to go and gamble. But I disagree. Personally, I think if you are gambling on stream and you say this is clearly for entertainment purposes, I don't condone gambling, especially if you're underage, and you give all the warnings, and you don't have any referral links, and you don't tell them what website you're using, if those kids go on to gamble and bet with their parents' credit card or with their McDonald's earnings, is it really the streamer's fault, or is it the parents' fault?
That is a good point, because it can be seen from either the oh no, you're making children gamble, but then also from the point is you put disclaimers, you don't leave any referral links or anything, so you're not enabling it.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just providing the content. You're not actually enabling it, even though that could be viewed as that. But also, it should be. I mean, children are weak-minded. Obviously, they're very malleable, and if they see things like that in young age, they will adopt that. Then do it, obviously, and it'll
Even
probably
if
get
it is
worse and worse.
subconsciously, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so many kids do so many dumb shit just because they've seen a stupid trend on TikTok or whatever, and let alone if they've seen gambling, they'll probably do that as well. Yeah.
Yeah. But
also,
I
you're...
I kind of understand where you're coming from, but I also think there is a layer of responsibility for the parent or the individual themselves. I understand kids are impressionable and they have a very hard time figuring out and making correct choices because they're children.
Yeah.
But do you not think that, like, obviously I don't encourage the idea of helicopter parents or anything like that, but if your kid's doing sussy things online and you notice strange withdrawals out of your bank account, wouldn't you do something about it? Or would you just stay locked out of it and ask all your friends on Discord to loan you $1,000 on PayPal?
see, the other side of the argument being, you know, just good parenting in general. If you're a good enough parent, you'll make sure your kid doesn't do anything bad, like gamble, get an addiction or anything like that. So it really is also up to the parents. But also, if you're an adult, that's on you. That's on you.
Yeah.
You shouldn't
absolutely.
You shouldn't be as weak-minded to give into something that you just see, and to start doing this with no thought. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna go gamble all my money away for no reason at all. Yeah. That's on you.
And you shouldn't be crying, oh, the streamer made me do it. They influenced me to put all my money into fucking crypto gambling websites. No, that's you, retard. Sorry, but like, shit, that's all you, brother.
Exactly. See, there's a more simple way of explaining it. So a kid sees it, like a kid sees something and they do it, like a kid sees an adult playing with fire and then the kid touches the fire. It's a kid. You can't really blame it because it is a kid and it has a small, undeveloped brain. Monkey see, monkey do.
Kid might not have even seen fire before, and you know what? After that experience, they'll learn not to touch fire again.
Yeah, that kid missed a Bernie, and it hurt, and it no longer wants to touch it. Unless the kid's a pyro, then it does like fire.
Yeah.
But for the adult, they are fully formed. Their brain is working and no longer malleable unless they're weak-minded. That is on them. That is a them problem.
Which actually, you know what? I will say, all of the Twitch viewers are in fact weak-minded individuals.
Exactly. If they got
like, I don't mean casual viewers. I mean like tier 3 sub kind of individuals. You know, like the parasocial relationship kind of thing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
As there's a quote that could relate to the subject from a show, Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The character Frank Reynolds, played by Danny DeVito, says there's something to do with just exploiting the market and stuff. He says some people in life are dupes and some people are dupers. Yeah.
Yeah.
The dupers dupe people, and the dupees are the weak-minded that get duped. You know. Yeah, and it turns out that Slicker is a duper, and the Twitch chat are the dupees.
But does it last? Probably not. In the long term.
No. Sometimes in life, people stay that way. They stay the dupers, but sometimes it can catch up on you.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes the illusion fades.
We got good points being brought up in chat. I'll read these out and then we can have a discussion. I feel like removing it will make people feel more inclined to gamble. Hear me out. People won't be able to watch it, such as case openings. Watching a case opening and not doing it yourself. I understand the point being made there. So, like, you watching it being done makes you less inclined to want to do it yourself. Which I suppose that kind of makes sense. That an argument could be made for that. There is policy about affiliate links currently, but there's too many loopholes, e.g. Discord or Linktree links. That's actually not a bad point to bring up as well, because but if no matter what you do, no matter what you try and do to enforce, and no matter what new rules you bring in, people are going to try and find loopholes, and they will, and they'll exploit the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
And how would they enforce disclaimers? Yeah, I suppose that's true. That's also a very good point. How would they do that?
Yeah.
Look, I don't have all the solutions. I'm just a humble streamer, humble Saturday Iker. But
Exactly.
that is a very good point, and I will ponder that. I will ponder that for the rest of the stream. Also, with the whole parent looking after their kid thing, with internet, it's very hard to enforce it. Kids are smart. They'll hide what they're watching outside of home. They'll do their own thing. Yeah. Parents' actions / inactions doesn't always reflect on the kid. When the kid's outside of home, at school, friend's house, etc., they can do whatever they want. I suppose that's true. But you can't say it doesn't have any part in it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's definitely a contributing factor, but it's not the only factor, you know?
Exactly.
But yes.
Exactly.
Ludwig and XQC paid back all of the motherfuckers who got duped, who got scammed, which is good. It's a very good
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
But like we said, it's a bit of an enabling action. But look, hey, if somebody's paying them back, somebody's paying them back. It's fine. Also, did you hear GTA 6 got leaked? I know you heard it. We've had this conversation.
Hell yeah, I heard all about that.
Hell yeah, dude. This is epic, dude.
Is that next up on? Is that the next docket? Is that next up?
It is. Was that a good segue?
Hell yeah. Yes, that's perfect. All right, let's get into it.
Hell yeah. Let's dig into this. I was gonna play the clips, but I feel like Take-Two are gonna take my ass and goat see it real hard if I do that.
Yeah, that is like a 70% chance they will take down the stream.
Yeah.
A few. It could be a few hours to a few days after. That's
But
it.
I'm definitely getting irreparable damage done to my stream if I do that.
Yeah.
I think, look, I love leaks. I love little holes in the boat which give us content and prove that Rockstar's actually doing something. But that gameplay looked like shit, man. I'm gonna be real with you.
That is a good point. It did, and it looked like a Red Dead Redemption ripoff or clone.
Yeah, for real.
But then you could also take it on from this point of view. It is in development, and it's still like very early into it, even though it's been developed for a few years. It's a closed alpha. It's a pre-alpha.
Yeah, that's
But
a very good point too, actually, yeah.
some of the mechanics that were presented in the videos are still pretty out there in terms of Red Dead Redemption and like GTA.
Yeah.
As in, obviously in GTA, the police are not good. Their AI is one of the worst AI in game.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It is, but in the footage it was presented, they seemed more realistic, sneaking around, being little sneaky boys,
Yeah. Getting the drop
standoffs,
on the motherfucker.
trying to negotiate with you and stuff like that, which is pretty great. And yeah, as K-Trap said, it was from 2019 and it's 2022. Imagine what it looks like now.
And it also could be completely different mechanics. Like, that could just be ideas that they were spitballing and like fucking around with.
Yeah, because in development things change wildly on a whim
Absolutely.
at that point.
The civilian interaction mechanics look pretty good. Oh yeah,
Exactly.
like when they were robbing, I think it was like a fucking Clock-and-Bell or something. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys saw that clip, but it was like you had like the selection wheel. It was like fucking, what is it called? LA Noire. It was like X to Dow or like, X to rob, triangle to fucking do whatever. I thought that was a pretty good idea. And the way that the interaction took place felt like almost like Payday or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's like it's a good blend. However, you're right. Some footage was from 2019, so now it would obviously look a lot better. And in 2019, I think they were still developing Red Dead 2, so it's understandable why the two look very similar. They probably run on a similar engine.
Exactly. And you also got to take into consideration they are probably one of the biggest gaming companies just functioning right now, so they have unlimited resources to make it just one of the best games. I mean, look at Red Dead Redemption 2. That came out, and it's probably still one of the best games that came out in the last like 20 years or so.
Oh, absolutely.
But also, it had mechanics in it that if they implemented it to GTA 5, it would be just a god tier game. Like I seen there was a clip, there's different firing modes. Like you can get very just in depth with it. You can fire standing, fire prone, fire crouch. You can crouch walk while firing. Just all this, plenty of options.
Yeah.
And also storage system. Like obviously you play GTA Online, you have 400 guns on you, and you're just pulling them out of your pocket and stuff. That's not realistic.
Yeah.
But there's in the wheel, in the selection wheel, there's also a bag. There's a bag section where you can put like maybe 1 or 2 other guns in, which makes it more realistic and just genuinely better.
Yeah.
Like you could have like a pistol in it, like an assault rifle on you, but if you have a bag, you can have like an Uzi, another pistol, and maybe like a rifle. Which, if that's implemented, that's a great mechanic to have in a game.
So, like, in saying that though, you don't think that would make the gameplay fundamentally different from every other Grand Theft Auto? Obviously, like, it's good to have progress and change, but if you're taking mechanics and changing them that much, like in the sense that you can't just whoop out a fucking RPG out of your asshole, you know what I mean? Like, that's not realistic, but it's part of the GTA gameplay. It's like what it is, you know?
Yeah. GTA gameplay is cop, funny, shoot, drive car into cop, explosion, have 500 guns, money,
Yeah.
shoot, money, explosion, ha. Yeah?
Yeah, exactly. Like a large part of Grand Theft Auto, the enjoyment of it is the fact that it's a parody of real life.
Yeah, exactly. Most of the parody is what I play the game for.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
funny.
Exactly. And if you try and like take it too seriously, like as a game developer, you just get what the new Saints Row game was, and that was fucking shit.
Yeah, that was a flop. That was a flop.
Absolute flop.
It was.
It's
But
cool
like,
to see all other random developers showing pre-alpha footage of their games before the polish all over Twitter as support. Yeah, I actually didn't see that. I didn't know that was what happened. But look, best believe Take-Two didn't give a fuck about the support from all other game developers. They were like, this is our content. We're going to be fucking suing this motherfucker.
exactly.
Kind of sad.
Exactly.
Though. Cringe.
And they eventually caught the person who leaked it as well.
Oh, they got him.
Yeah, it's a 17-year-old who worked for them, I'm pretty sure.
That's the biggest mistake he's ever made in his fucking life.
Yeah, that is a long list of charges, the serious ones that could land you in prison for maybe your life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. For leaking a fucking video game. How sad is that? Can you imagine like being in prison with all these murderers and fucking rapists and serial killers, and they're like, "Oh, what did you do?" "I leaked GTA 6, dude."
They're gonna laugh at you and probably stab the shit out of you.
Yeah, exactly. You're getting a one-way ticket to Shanksville, dude. You're not coming out of the bathrooms.
True. But my final thoughts on it is, it's cool. It's a cool concept. I like what I seen, but it also looked like dog shit.
Yeah. Like visually it looked like shit, but the mechanics looked alright.
Exactly. I like the mechanics. I like the ideas behind it, and I hope that it's actually like that in the finished product, which will, years from now.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, look, they weren't even fucking confirming they were doing anything on it till, what was it, like late last year? Or like...
Yeah.
Like, how fucking crazy is that? They just keep re-releasing GTA 5. Why?
Just to get a little bit extra money, even though they probably don't even need it.
They really don't fucking need it, dude.
They're just like, what? The corporate's like, what else could we pull out of our ass right now and sell 1 billion copies of? And they're like, oh yeah, how about we just get a game we've already sold 20 billion copies of and just make the graphics 2% better and maybe add in a cool funny gun, and then everyone will buy it again.
Let's not update actively the online for a game that's arguably the best game ever released in the last 15 years. No.
Yeah.
Fuck the online support for that. We're going to be doing the same thing, but for a game that was released in 2015, man.
Exactly.
That's just kind of cringe.
They just want to add another flying car.
Yeah, exactly, dude. They want the Deluxo too, dude.
Yeah.
Oppressor Mark III when? Rockstar, will please respond.
Shit.
I love the fact that there is actually stuff happening with it as well. Yeah, like it was just a big fucking rumor that it was happening, and now it's like confirmed that it's really happening.
Yeah, because they confirmed it. They're like, yes, it is actual footage, but then they're like, but like, it's a shame that we're taking it all down. You're no longer going to see it anymore. And they're like, ow, and then just strike everybody and just take it away. And the people who relate to it never got to see it.
They never got to see it.
Mm,
That's actually kind of sad, not gonna lie.
it is.
There are some people on this earth who haven't seen GTA 6 gameplay.
They should have rolled with it.
Yeah, for real.
They would have
should've
got them
just left it up.
support.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of being seen as this big fucking corporate bad guy, they're like, shit, these guys are actually kind of cool.
Yeah, instead, Rockstar was like, nah, lol. And then
Nuke
just
everyone.
took everything
Fucking
away.
nuke everyone.
Yeah.
Push the big red
Exactly.
button, the nuclear option, for real. Man. But that's like Nintendo. Like, you upload anything Nintendo. You mention the word Nintendo, we're getting copyright striked. But they fucking breathe down your neck and they'll take all of your royalties. Why? Because you mentioned Mario.
Reggie's there sitting behind you, just staring at the back of your head with a gun pointed. And he's like, I'm waiting.
Like Desert Eagle, he's like, I'm
Yeah.
ready. You make
He's
one
like-
move, you click the upload button, I'm blowing your brains out, dude.
Yeah, you sneeze and he's fucking taking your head off.
Yeah. All right. Should we go on to the next topic? Next part.
Yes.
Next
Let's
segment.
go.
All right. Look, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very heavy topic. It does involve some people we've been talking about previously in this stream, but it is a very heavy topic. If you feel uncomfortable with sort of sexual assault and things of that nature being mentioned, skip this part, put us on mute, and well, I guess you won't know when to unmute, but shit, leave the stream and come back every so often to check. Ladies and gentlemen, the conspiracy, the Twitch conspiracy is here. We're talking about it. We're bringing it live to you. Now, you're probably thinking, what are you talking about? Well, you knew how we talked about the gambling being completely eradicated from Twitch. Look, that's an overstatement, but you get what I'm trying to say. I have a theory, right? So there's this streamer known as Miskiff, and he's recently, well, actually, it's not even recently, but it's only recently come back into public view, come back into vogue, so to speak, for apparently covering up a sexual assault.
Ooh.
How crazy is that? Like, literally covering up for on behalf of a friend of his known as Crazy Slick. Now, you may be thinking, didn't you just talk about this guy? Isn't this the bald motherfucker? No. There is more than one person named Slick on the internet, apparently. I didn't realize it was that popular of a name. The Slick dynasty is going down today, ladies and gentlemen. Twitter has been deconstructing it piece by piece, and there will be no more Slicks on the internet. Next week, anyone named Slick, that's it. You're eradicated. You're over. It's over for you, dude. But, so you're probably thinking, well, shit, you said it wasn't recently. That is correct. It wasn't recently at all. In fact, it was a year ago, over a year ago, that this situation initially came to light. Yes, I'm referring to a Def Noodles tweet because this is the only archive of any of this content. But, here we go. Here we go. This is the Miskiff cover-up.
We're not kicking him out. I know a lot of you guys were afraid of that, and I understand why, considering the last time of what happened. But he is not leaving. But if you think that I wasn't ready to do it, you're out of your damn mind. You could ask Maya. I was literally crying.
We were crying yesterday morning because
I thought I was gonna have to do
Slick
it.
has to leave today. We're not kicking him out, but he is getting help. He is gonna talk to somebody. He is gonna change his behavior. He is gonna. It's so hard to say it without sounding cliche and like not genuine. But he really does want to be better. Like he
She's self-aware. She's self-aware, dude.
doesn't want
She
to make
is.
people uncomfortable. control. He's gonna change himself so that he doesn't do that. Because this was a lot. This was more than a wake-up call. This was like, yeah. So there you go.
And that's it. That's the clip. Now, these are the actual allegations, right? From a girl named Adriana Lee, who is herself a Twitch streamer. My experience with Crazy Slick, I never thought I'd be making one of these, but here we are. I was the girl that Novaru... See, this is from over a year ago, so I don't have any... I don't think the original tweet's up. I did a little bit of digging, but I couldn't find it. Was talking about in the clip on LSF. Link below. On January 19th, 2020, I went to Novaru's house. 21st birthday party, sorry. I totally added a word there that wasn't even there. And because I went with some of my closest friends, I believed it would be safe for me to enjoy myself. I got very intoxicated and ended up blacked out. Leading the rest of this story, what I've heard... Hang on. Leading the rest of this story, what I've heard from multiple witnesses and how I feel about it. I was told that I was kissing my best friend Ina and another one of my close friends at the time, consensually. Crazy Slick was following us around trying to kiss me, trying to kiss her, and at one point I was told that he and I ended up kissing. Then apparently I was passed out in one of the rooms at the party, and he came into the room while I was unconscious. He came into the room a couple of times after being asked to leave me alone each time. In 2 of those instances, he touched my neck and chest, saying he was just making sure I was alive. After being assured by my friends that I was okay, as they were watching over me. Whether or not his intentions were out of genuine concern or not, I don't know. To be clear, he did not R-word me or assault me, but his actions did make me uncomfortable. We'll address this 2 words of this twit longer in one moment. All I can say is how I feel after this story. I woke up to the text of a friend I've just met that weekend, screenshot 1. I don't have any of these screenshots either, sorry about that. I'm very grateful to have my friends that kept me safe because I feel as if there is honestly no telling what would have happened if they were not there. As someone who has been taken advantage of for my sexuality and for being drunk in the past, this reinforced a lot of trauma for me. Knowing that he found Ina and I making out was hot and tried to get something out of it is something that made me very uncomfortable. I can't clarify any facts or even say what happened because I was blackout drunk and then unconscious. To clarify, me and Slick have never talked like that, and he would say weird things in my chat and in my friends' chats, and even try to get my friends to get me and him in a phone call together. As for Nova, she had blocked me before today for whatever reason. Nova had no right to air out my trauma on her stream when she wasn't even in the room to help, let alone see what happened. I had to cancel all my plans today because of the stress this brought on me, and being pressured to talk about something I was not ready and afraid to talk about. She unblocked me to tell me she talked about my story and my other close friend's story on stream, and for what? It was not her place to talk about my story and my trauma on her live stream, then basically asking me to come out about it because she looks bad. She replied to her own tweet, acting like she was doing me a favor airing this out. If she truly cared, she would have reached out to me before she went on stream to talk about it. I agree other girls should be aware of what happened, but it was not her place to do it for me. Nova brought out my story just to justify her opinion on Slick on John Zerka's stream. Seeing how often she is in drama, to me this feels like it was another way to try and stay relevant by virtue signaling and pretending she's doing this for the greater good. So that was the original tweet longer that was released that basically put these allegations against Crazy Slick. And she talks about it a couple of times on stream. There's a couple of videos here.
And that's why I didn't say anything for 2.5 or 1.5 years. You know what I mean? I didn't say anything because as a woman on Twitch, and this happens in the Minecraft community too, as a woman on Twitch, you are not allowed to say anything. Because the minute you say something, you're a clout chaser, you're a whore. People call me that already. You are an e-girl desperate for attention. You're not allowed to talk about experiences that made you uncomfortable. You're just supposed to be a fucking object the way Twitch fucking treats you. You're just a motherfucking object. You're just a motherfucking decoy to make Twitch look good, to make other streamers have more viewers, because we need a girl on our podcast. You're, as a woman on Twitch, you are not allowed to talk about anything that happens to you, because the minute you do, you are constantly victim blamed. This is how it is as a woman on Twitch.
So there's that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Something could come from that. I've already got an opinion on that.
Yeah. There's a little bit more. We can go through it in a minute if you
We could probably go through it all and then,
and then opinions at the end. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right. So Crazy Slick responded all the way back in July 2021, but he's since nuked himself. So all I've got is these logs of the TwitLonger. I'm sorry. I'm incredibly sorry for making Adriana feel uncomfortable at the party a year ago, and very sorry to her friends that night for having to put up with me. I was drunk and anxious, and my intentions were to check her pulse because I was worried. I realized that it was overstepping and I should have let her friends take care of her. There's no excuse for my behavior, and I hope that she can forgive my actions. I'm also deeply sorry for anyone else I've ever made uncomfortable, whether it be on stream, at a party, or anywhere else. It's never been my intention to make people feel scared or uncomfortable. I feel awful that I caused this. I'm sorry. However, there's another clip of her explaining. Look, my first reaction to this clip is, why is she talking to some random guy on Omegle about her experience with assault?
That's strange.
It is a very strange sort of setup.
What is the mindset behind that?
I don't know. Are they just like fucking randomly meeting each other on Omegle, and then she's like, "Do you want to hear my story about this streamer?" Like,
that makes little no sense to me. That is weird.
But also, why was he recording to begin with? He looks like he's sort of like I don't know. He does his own sort of like internet thing. So maybe, shit. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Should we watch this? It's about 8 minutes long. I think we should, just for context to what the other things that we're about to talk about is.
Yeah, let's go for it.
News. Let's check the news tab. I was about drunk involving Slick. That's fucked up.
I didn't even say anything about it.
This never got that big.
Yeah. To this
Like,
day, you wanna know the fucked up thing? Here's my rant part 2. The most fucked up thing is, I didn't want to bring it out because I knew I would get the short end of the stick bringing it out, especially with the Reddit coomers and whatever. So I just, kept my distance, minded my business. And,
Smart.
then some girl was like, this girl named Novaru. I don't know if you know her. Fuck Novaru.
Novaru, maybe.
She was like grasping at straws because her channel was starting to get irrelevant and she wasn't involved in like the circle anymore. So she was like, I don't like Slick because she touched my friend. We weren't friends. She had me blocked on fucking Twitter. I don't even know why. She had me blocked because she had beef with my other friend. So, she had me blocked on Twitter. She told my story saying, oh, he touched my friend while she was unconscious. Told that story, and then it blows up on LSF. Everyone's like, the girl needs to come out. Whoever the girl is needs to come out. So I'm like, what the hell? I woke up. I was trying to go to physical therapy that day. I got a bad back. And then I was like, fuck, I gotta go to my friend. So I went to my friend who was the one who told me, because obviously I was unconscious, who was the one who told me that he was doing that. Because apparently there was like my group of friends who was like trying to protect me from him. He kept telling him to stop, and he just kept doing it. So then I went over to his house and I was like, okay, let's write this tweet longer because fuck Nova, I'm gonna go on Nova, I'm gonna go on Slick. Because fuck them. Like, it sucks that I have to do this, but I have to because I was asking for the girl to come out. So I go upstairs. He's in a meeting because he works from home. So he goes in his meeting. I go upstairs to my friend because my friend was at work with the girl because they're boyfriend and girlfriend. I started doing my makeup in her room because she has a little like makeup room. And I hear Mitch, Barry, and Maya come in. I'm like, oh hell no.
Maya who?
Mrs. X.
Maya Higa?
Yeah, but they were dating. So I'm like, oh fuck no. Like I do not want to deal with them. I don't want to deal with them. I just want to write this tweet longer and move on with my life.
So that in and of itself is pretty damning allegations,
at the
right?
time, I had a big Minecraft following, so I have all these young girls looking up to me.
Let alone, not only just against Slick now, but also bringing in Miskiff, Maya, and Mitch, right?
I really like stick up for these young girls because all what I've experienced, my biggest like trouble that I had that in that time was like I would go to these young girls' streams and they would just get like sexually harassed, like people say like show your tits, and they're like literally minors, so it's like bro, no girl should have to feel like.
That's Wazza in my chat right now.
Of course, right.
I get it that there's hot tub streamers on the site, but like these young girls don't deserve that. But anyways, besides the point, my point was Maya was like, I just don't think you should say anything at all. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Or she said I should say something anonymously or whatever, and was like, no, or I should say it wasn't that big of a deal and I'm over it now. And I was like, listen, I'm gonna be true to myself. I'll make Slick look good, like an angel, because I did in the tweet longer. If anybody ever bothered to read it, because a lot of people didn't.
Which we did.
I make Slick look like an angel. I'm like, hey, it's whatever. This made me uncomfortable, but it's whatever. Even though I was upset with it, I just, I came to a even point with Maya because Maya was like, we don't want to kick him out. So I was like, okay, whatever. So then,
which you saw in the start of that thread that Def Noodles posted, they were already, like, this is after this had already happened. They really didn't want to kick him out. And so instead of doing the right thing and sort of shunning their friend, pushing their friend out of the group, they just, look, they decided to cover it up. That's
an L.
That's a fucking L. That's a definitive L.
That's like dog move.
That's not even like Twitch, like YouTube, like internet personality brain. That's malicious, bad person, I want money brain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Exactly.
But whatever. And to this day, every time I hang out with a streamer, a bigger streamer on a website, on a platform, whatever, and they know the Ms. Kiff circle jerk.
This part is fucked up.
He will go and message them, whatever big streamer I'm with, a long paragraph on how he doesn't want them to be around me. Because it triggered him because he almost got kicked out.
Really?
But you know what the Reddit comments were saying to me? And I've actually experienced like real like not saying it wasn't real sexual harassment, but I've experienced like real sexual assault in my life, before Twitch or anything. And just the Reddit comments I was getting were absolutely absurd, bro. Like, it's like, Jesus Christ, like, you guys are allowed to say this? Like, you're allowed to say these things to a woman, about a woman? But yeah. Sorry.
So that's basically the, I know we're only halfway through it, but that's basically the bulk of what happens. She kind of just goes back over it again. But that in and of itself, pretty damning allegations, no? However, here is Mitch. He's literally sitting here on this fucking call. In the last 20 seconds, listen to this. Listen to this. Are you ready?
Downplay the situation.
Hang on. Man, why I gotta be dog water right now? What the fuck? Oh, come on, man. What the fuck? Here we go.
Yeah. But to go to Adriana, Maya, and fucking whoever to explicitly give direction to you and Maya and fucking whoever the fuck else was in that room to go to Adriana's house and to quote unquote downplay the situation or find a way to save Slick's ass. Yes or no?
The answer to that is yes.
Okay.
So, not only do we have those damning allegations, but Mitch, one of the people who was actually there, responded. Literally said, yes, that's exactly what happened. But, there's always two sides to the story, no?
Damn.
So, hang on, give me one sec. There is... Oh, what the fuck? Where'd the link go? Where'd that link go? What the hell? There's actually a clip of Maya, who was Ms. Kiff's girlfriend at the time. And she basically twists the story in this sort of way, but there's something specific that I would like to discuss that she does. One moment. I just have to get the
Technical difficulty.
receipts up. Here we go. I found it. Here we go.
I woke up one morning. I think it was either in June or July. I woke up in July. What? It doesn't matter. I woke up to messages or something.
Which it was
about,
July.
Nova coming out, baiting a story, and then Adriana was gonna write a twit longer about Slick and him sexually assaulting her, or him being a predator, or what have you. I woke Miz up, told him, woke Mitch up, told him. We were all freaking out. Miz said he was gonna kick Slick out, and we were freaking out about what was gonna happen, right, to Slick here. Slick told me his side of the story. Mitch is friends with Adriana. Miz wanted me and Mitch to go to Adriana's house to talk to her and find out what happened. I wanted to go find out what happened and figure out what was going to happen with Slick. I think that we said like day of or day after that we had gone to Adriana's. So me and Mitch go to Adriana's. I watched her whole stream. There were parts of it that were confusing, which I don't blame her at all for. This is another situation that Adriana's just fucking thrown into. I don't know if she wanted Train to tweet that, but again, she's just like...
Which this whole situation came back up into light because Trainwrecks and Miskiff are in beef. And the main reason that is because Miskiff keeps going after gambling streams on Twitch, which is where Trainwrecks gets most of his money, gets his living. You see how it all unfolds? You see the conspiracy that's building here? I'm not sure if you can see the narrative that's constructing itself along the timeline, but I'll give you the big breakdown after this.
Another one. So I don't blame her for there being some confusing things. Originally, she said, and I know a lot of people are saying that I told her not to say anything, which I don't believe is the case. It's been a long time, but she said on her stream she didn't want to come out with it because she didn't want to get the short end of the stick, right? She felt like she was forced into this situation with Nova saying it, but she said on this stream, she was like, I knew I was going to get the short end of the stick if I say something. So we probably had a conversation that was like, are you sure you want to do this? Do you want to say anything, or do you just want to do it anonymously? Something like that, right? That was probably the conversation that I had with her. It was like, do you want to just do it anonymously, or do you not want to do it at all? She said that she wanted to come out with a statement. She said she wanted to talk about it. She said that she told me about her audience and how there's a lot of young women in her audience, and she felt like it was her responsibility to
Which things
tell her
seem
story.
to be lining up between
so
people's
I said, okay.
accounts.
And her friend in that call, Kyle, was there the day of as well. He mentioned, I told her that day, I was like, as a woman, if this is your story, you should be able to tell it, right? I was fine with her, the twit longer, fine, right? She was going to write a twit longer. And I asked her if she thought that Slick raped her or sexually assaulted her. And at the time, we agreed, or at the time, she said no. So I said, okay.
But wait. Ladies and gentlemen, the plot thickens. You notice how she said, I asked if Slick assaulted her.
Yeah.
And we agreed, is what she said at first, right? And then she backtracks and she said no. However, the contradiction comes in waves.
Because I think that it helps a little bit. This is from when it had happened. July 6th, I asked if she was okay. She said, yeah, she's hanging in there. I said, I'm fine. Thank you for talking to us today. I'm sorry, talking to us being me, Mitch. I'm sorry for everything that you had to deal with today, me, Mitch, and Ms. And I said, I'm sorry for what happened with Slick. I know what it's like to be assaulted, feel trigger, blah, blah, blah.
Notice how after she says, I know what it's like to be assaulted, she just like blah, 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 blah. Like she didn't just completely contradict herself. Like,
Yeah.
she definitely thought that she had been assaulted. Regardless if she's changed her opinion now, at the time she still thought Slick had assaulted Adriana.
Yeah. This is crazy,
So
man.
there's a little bit of a sussy hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Which is, look, it's not good. It's not great. And it's not looking good for any of these people. Because these Twitch streamers just keep going more and more schizo. Like, look, this is already a fucking scuffed clip right here.
Is that a Linity?
Yep.
I mean, no,
Amaranth.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And Hassan, dude. My two favorite streamers ever. Fuck yeah. Watch this. So they're reacting to the things that we've just witnessed.
Why do you do it now? That is a cop-out. It is a cop-out, and it is moving away from the main point, which is her story.
Notice how she's
I
fucking...
agree. We've completely moved beyond the main point, which is something that I have mentioned numerous times at this point.
Yeah, what is the point?
And I do agree.
Yeah, what
I've
is
done
the
that,
point?
and I think that's a really shitty way to cover this. Otherwise,
She's just doing a
potentially
fucking
criminal
Just Dance
subject
thing.
matter. That is my point.
That's a
that I
scuff.
also agree with you on.
This is so
Exactly.
fucking... This is so scuffed. I thought my streams were bad. God fucking damn. This is hard to watch.
So, like, you've got essentially a panty streamer, someone who streams solely off younger audiences, essentially because it's softcore pornography.
Yep.
And then there's Hassan, an intellectual who debates people.
Who... Look, he's more of a... Look, in my opinion, he's a bit more of a pseudo-intellectual. But look...
Yeah, that's actually probably a better fitting title.
Better fitting title. But, look, all of the streamers who are reacting to these, like, to this situation specifically, are having the most schizo, unrealistic takes, especially with the information that's come out now. Like, you saw that call with Mitch where he literally admits to going over there to be... Look, it wasn't quite blackmail, but she already knew that if she didn't cooperate, Adriana, I mean, her career, she'd be blackballed from the fucking Twitch community. She'd already lost her streaming career before it had even really started, you know? And it's through no fault of her own either. She didn't even want to talk about it, and then it got outed. How sad is that?
It's definitely something. This is getting big. Yeah.
Look, the web gets thicker and the rabbit hole goes deeper, my friend. Look,
Oh
we ain't
gosh.
stopped yet. We ain't stopped yet. So, Minx reacts to it. Oh yeah, just the Minx. This is like fucking retarded. There we go.
He found a way to insert himself into Cypher PK's party.
He was
You know what I mean?
invited.
After he saw that I was so obviously he's like trying to stop.
Also, instant L because she's Scottish.
Yeah.
That accent just does not help.
He was intentionally. This time he's like, oh, we know the same people. It's like he saw me that I was.
She's just laughing at the fact that Adriana was like sexually
Ladies
assaulted.
and
Like, okay, dude. All right.
That's an L.
I go, wait, there's this fucking clip. I gotta show this one.
But you know,
What the fuck? She's just like fucking growling.
you know,
What is that? What is that
I
sound?
don't know.
you
I don't
know,
know.
things,
She's
you know.
You see what I mean? Like these Twitch
she's a
streamers,
demon.
they gotta have like brain damage or something. Like streaming for 30 hours a fucking day cannot be healthy for you in any way, shape, or form.
Oh god, no. That'd be horrible.
Look, and there's some streamers who are saying that behind the scenes there's been a big sort of cover up. So obviously Mitch, Miskiff, and Maya, they all went over to Adriana's place to try and get her to change the twit longer. try and change the receipts. So that in and of itself, I think, is evidence enough to shout conspiracy from the rooftops, to shout cover up.
That's also incriminating yourself in 4K.
Exactly. Literally caught in fucking 8K, dude. Like, flat screen, New York Square, fucking big screen.
That is bad.
But not only that, but I think it gets worse because, like, all of these streamers are, like, reacting to it. But they're reacting to it in the worst possible way, saying, it wasn't real, dude. It's not real. When all of these receipts are starting to come out slowly, Trainwrecks is, like, airing out everybody's fucking dirty laundry, dude. For the world to see. But it's just, like, how do you backtrace from that? You know what I mean? Like, as a streamer who's gone, ooh, on stream to the fucking... To allegations put against someone who you are friends with. How do you backtrace from that?
I have no idea. This is it's gotten crazy real quick.
It's gotten fucking insane. So Miskiff has put out a tweet longer as of 3 days ago, the 21st of September. My statement. Hey guys, to update everyone, we found Crazy Slick. He has not harmed himself. Of course, he pulls the mental health card. Because, he's a fucking internet personality. And when you get into controversy, or you're found being a Minecraft YouTuber diddling kids, or assaulting women, or men, look, we don't discriminate on the Ike Palmer channel, you have a mental health crisis. Because that's what happens. After hearing from Adriana and the numerous other women, which means that this isn't an isolated incident, but none of the other women have come forward, I don't think, who have shared their experiences with him. It's clear that he's not the person he made himself out to be. Mind you, this is this motherfucker's best friend. You would think after a while you'd start to realize. And there's also multiple clips, hang on one moment, just to address this, like, properly in the moment. There's literally clips of Justin Minks saying, this is just Slick. This is just who he is. He's like this to everyone. He's like this online. As if that excuses the fact. She's just like, yeah, that's who he is. That's his personality. He's a little goofy. He's a little funny. He's a little weird. He just sexually assaults people, but it's fine.
That's even worse.
I know. Like, talk about a self-report, huh? Like, literally being like, it's fine. He does it online. Man, come on. You think you got yourself out of the fucking hot water with that? Nah, you just putting more in.
Fuck 4K. That's incriminating him in 8K this time. That's fucking even worse.
Literally in fucking IMAX movie 3D theater, dude. Like, pull the curtains back as far as they go.
People, the internet is, I don't know.
It's fucked. To say the least.
Evolving.
And, like, how crazy is it that, like, when I first started talking about this topic, you're like, okay, look, that's fucked up. But then it just somehow progressively gets worse and worse and more schizo. Like, how is that possible?
It devolves.
Yeah, exactly. It just, like, the shells come off and it just gets more and more crusty the deeper you go in.
Yeah.
In terms of his living situation, Slick has been told to vacate our house as soon as possible. Yeah, so when you start getting backlash for it, that's when you kick him out. Not 2 years ago when it happened. Yeah, okay, buddy. I appreciate and support those who were brave enough to come forward with their stories and his behaviour. A little while after Slick's misconduct came to light last year, I made some inexcusable statements on an alt stream after some chat messages got to me. To Adriana and all those affected by sexual harassment, I'm sorry for those statements. Sexual harassment, regardless of degree, can never be considered small, and while my intention was to clarify a misleading chat message, I chose my words poorly, and my response came off as downplaying what should never be downplayed. So, sexual harassment, regardless of degree, can never be considered small. But to say regardless of degree implies that there is a degree, which means that there is small sexual harassment. Look, I don't know, these Twitch streamers just don't really think. This is like the most corporate response you could possibly have, whilst also still being a schizo Twitch streamer. I don't know how that's possible.
I don't know.
Additionally, oh right, see, so that's all like, what would you say? Maybe like a third of that whole twit longer is about the situation about Adriana. The rest of this is about him being exposed for saying the N-word by ice Poseidons.
Oh my gosh.
Like, what the fuck?
The more people that get involved, it's like the more crusty people. Like, Ice Poseidon's pretty crusty.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
he's
a crusty dude. But, like, the more people that get involved with this or get dragged into it, the more scungy it gets.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. It's like, how does it go this deep? And why have all of a sudden this big fucking flame war on Twitch happen? Like, why is the Twitch-Pocalypse happening this week? Like, what the fuck? And then Twitch is like, oh yeah, we're going to ban gambling. That will fix the platform, ladies and gentlemen. That will solve this. Yeah, okay, buddy. Anyway. There's a big call that got leaked. And, look, it goes for 5 hours. And it's basically them admitting to everything. Covering everything up. How crazy is that?
This is super crazy.
It's fucking crazy. Trainwrecks hits us with this tweet that's now been deleted because your pals decided it was in their best interest to use and platform the very person that scammed everyone for his horse racing and tennis bets. That's how I learned that, by the way. I couldn't remember, but I figured it out. Somehow twist it and wager their war against me. And we both know deep down why the insecure little man is doing this. Are you going to send Maya and Mitch to Railroad and blackmail me like you did those girls to cover up all those sexual assaults, you fucking scumbag piece of shit? You want to come at me and make shit up, then you better be sure you don't live in a glass house, you insecure pussy. So he's going for the fucking jugular there, and do I blame him? Hell no, dude. That was a pretty base take from Trainwreck there. But look, I gotta say, that's all of the exposition that I'm gonna be giving, because whilst I do have the calls up, I don't think sitting here for 5 hours is going to be a particularly fun or epic stream, whilst we basically just get confirmed what we already know, right? But look, I don't know how to explain this other than Twitch streamers really do be fucking schizo, and I don't know why. Like, it has to ruin your brain, like, being a Twitch streamer. The only way you can be a streamer and still be, like, I don't know, have somewhat of a conscience and a consciousness is to be a YouTube streamer. Because look at us, look, no dead air here on Saturday Arc Live. This is all content, ladies and gentlemen. All 2 hours of delicious brain-tingling content right here.
See, streamers are built different. That is different. They work differently mentally. They work different physically. That is not average humans at that point. Their brains no longer physically work like our brains do.
Yeah, for real. They've transcended the need for human emotion, and they just think about content constantly.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
this. Like, what the fuck is this? How is this an appropriate response to the situation at all? Like, how does this make sense?
I don't know. Maybe I need to dance barely dressed while you're just sitting there nonchalantly talking about very, very serious drama and allegations while I'm just dancing to some bullshit.
Yeah.
With my boobs hanging out.
Yeah, exactly. Look, this is how we make money. This is how we make content. And this
Exactly.
is how we stay morally righteous. Yeah, what is the point? Shut up, you fucking... Look, I'm not going to say anything before I get too heated, too fired up. But, like, what were your takeaways from that, Producer Jeffrey? Like, what was your main... I don't know, like, yeah, what are your thoughts?
So, it is very icky, this whole situation.
Uh-huh.
Extremely icky.
Very.
At the start, the first person was talking about how females have a harder way to express allegations and stuff because they would be instantly tagged as, you know, clout chasers, e-girls who just want more attention and shit like that.
Yeah.
And stuff. But at the same time, she has a platform, and no doubt the allegations will probably turn into something bigger than the allegations themselves. I'm not downplaying it because it's serious. Like that stuff, if you're a person who does that for a living, that's part of your personality, that's an owl. You're an owl person.
Oh, absolutely.
You get no respect from me. But at the same time, she can't just say, oh, just because I'm a female, I'm gonna get, like, no one's gonna believe me, because it's not the gender or race that is barring you from being listened to. It's the view size and influence you have that will make it go places. I mean, yeah, in the business,
I will say
gender does matter, but like
in rebuttal to that, sorry to interject, but I think she was more so worried about the fact that, now she did bring that up, she did say that she was getting a bunch of like comments on Reddit calling her a fucking whore or something, or a thought or something, or an e-girl clout chasing for views. But I think her main concern was the fact that she was now sort of blackpilled from the rest of the Twitch community because that had come out. You know what I mean? So it wasn't necessarily because of her being a woman, it was because of who was involved. Exactly. Which that in and of itself is very bad and shows some level of corruption on the platform of Twitch. Because if you decide to speak up against someone who's wronged you, and they have the complete opportunity to just disenfranchise you like that because you said what the truth was and what actually happened. That's pretty fucking scummy, dude. That's pretty That's pretty like not okay like for a platform for that to happen, you know.
And I'm sure, I mean, as it used to be when drama came out, it was more based on gender and race, but now it seems that the scales are balanced on who has more influence and who has better connections. Usually come out better in this situation. I mean, she is up against probably more people.
Seems like a whole fucking cult at this point. Like the web,
which is kind of sad, because there's so much influence on that side, and there's so much connections with people like the bigger streamers. That's probably going to be very hard for her to have a positive outcome on the whole situation.
Oh, absolutely. There's no way for her to come out of this unscathed. Even, like, especially a year ago when the TwitLonger first dropped, there was no way for her to get out of that without getting absolutely fucked up. Because she was even smaller back then.
See, back then, even if, like, a nobody streamer with, like, say, like, has like 100 like, I don't know, concurrent viewers or whatever, compared to big ones that get thousands to, like, you know, 50,000, 100,000. No one would care about that person who's putting out allegations because they're a nobody, and that's probably seen as fake or unvalid. But then, in her case, she has a following. I don't know how big, probably decent.
Do I? Yeah.
But like, I mean, it must be decent if it's getting out there this quick. And it broke like the whole Twitchverse and internet. But
destroyed the meta, yeah.
She's lucky she has a following, or else no one would have listened to it.
Yeah. Or so they would have just dismissed it.
Yeah, she should be appreciative of it. Not to look at it so negatively, as in like, oh, I'm being barred. Yes, it is a big part of it, but at the same time, she has a platform to at least use it for Activision, you know, for change at least.
Yeah, absolutely. But do you want to hear my game theory right now?
Yes.
So this is just a concept, right? And after looking into all of this over the last week or so, it just got my brain sort of ticking over. Does this not seem like awfully convenient that all of this gambling stuff would happen just as Miskiff, someone who was actively promoting for gambling to be banned on Twitch, to be embroiled in this particular kerfuffle.
It smells like corporate tomfoolery.
Exactly. So my theory is he had an inkling that all of these calls and all of these receipts were going to be released. He knew that Adriana was going to, well, Trainwrecks or someone was going to release something to do with this situation specifically. So he tried. Now, I don't know how deep it goes because, you know, all of the big streamers, like, they have their little niches, their little groups where they all collude together and do nefarious things and such and create metas and, I don't know, watch fucking MasterChef on Twitch live and not add anything to the content. But what if It's Slicker scammed all those people, right? And scammed Trainwrecks as a way to cover up this cover-up. You know what I mean? What if it goes one layer deeper? What if
That
this
is
was to
interesting.
distract from everything that was going to happen?
Exactly.
What if someone's
That's
been
a
playing
big
the
conspiracy.
long game? Oh yeah, and look, I understand it's a conspiracy, but at this point, I wouldn't be surprised because everything that's come out so far, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. What if
All
it
I
is
can
true?
say is, it's 2022. Anything's possible.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Especially with these fucking Twitch streamers, dude. Especially
Yeah.
with these Twitch streamers.
Mm.
Shit, man. That's just my game theory, though. Look, I don't know how accurate it could be. But, I just don't understand why all of it had to happen this week. Like, how did it all just, like, go into this massive melting pot and the pressure built so much that it just exploded everywhere? And everyone on Twitch, no matter what side you're on with the gambling debate, no matter whether you believe that the sexual assault was covered up by Miskiff or not, everybody's getting covered in it, dude. Everybody's like, the shit's hit the fan and it's all over the room.
It's very messy right now.
It's very fucking messy. And that's why superior streamers stream on YouTube. Subscribe to the Ike Palmer channel.
Yeah. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, for real. If you're watching the stream and you haven't liked it already, ladies and gentlemen, like that fucking like button because, you know...
Exactly.
It do help with the algorithm and such. Let's be real.
Like, subscribe, share on every platform, even if it's Chinese predominant. We love that.
Even
we
if
love
it's
that.
Douyin, which is
Yes,
Chinese
yes.
TikTok, definitely share on there. We love China here on the Ike Palmer channel. ladies
Yeah,
and
we
gentlemen.
support China openly, and we love
do.
everything China. So, there you go.
We do. Ni hao. Ni hao ma. Look at that.
See?
I know some Chinese. I'm multicultural. I'm bilingual. Shit.
See,
Alright.
we have to learn Chinese because that's how we get along on the internet, you know?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Without
There's a lot of that. There's a lot of them, you know? A lot of them. Hey, don't take that out
Whoa.
of context.
Whoa.
That it's a fact. There is 1.4 billion Chinese people, and I love every single one of them.
I feel like that's a producer Jeffrey short being made right there.
Oh
That's a clip.
no.
That's a clip, dude.
Oh no.
The debut
I love
episode.
China. That's my hot. That's my one major producer Jeffrey thing to say. I love China. China is cool, and yeah, China is very cool. And Bubba, if you
love
haven't met Bubba, he is cool, and we love Bubba, and Bubba loves you.
Here on the Ike Palmer channel, we love Bubba. So,
Say we love Bubba.
Producer Jeffrey, what's your major takeaway from everything that we've divulged in tonight? All the degeneracy.
The internet's fucked. The year 2022 is crazy. And I thought 2021 was crazy. It was.
Oh yeah.
2022 has somehow outdid my expectations for being extremely fucked for what it is.
I concur. I concur.
it's easy to dismiss allegations, and it's also easy to fuck up your career in the most extreme way possible. And also that Saturday Ike Live loves China.
Hell yeah.
Everybody should love China.
This is a good episode. And I feel like on that note, we should wrap it up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining the stream. If you watched from the start all the way to the end, leave a like to show your support to the Ike Palmer superiority, to the Ike Palmers out there. If you're watching the replay, also be sure to leave a like. Thank you very much for watching all the way to the end. I hope you enjoyed the new intro. Big ups to director and cinematographer Jimmy Bennett. Ladies and gentlemen, the description will have his link to his channel, so be sure to like and subscribe like all of his videos and subscribe to his channel, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next Saturday at the same time for Saturday Ike Live. Peace. Hell yeah.